Hey guys, it's Make Me Dazzle here, back with another review. This time it's going to be on the Naked palette too. Now I know that a lot of you still haven't received this palette because it's not out yet. I believe it comes out on the 27th at the Urban Decay counters. Now you can order it online or you can get it at Sephora for just a little bit more, but I would definitely recommend getting it at the counters. You're going to get samples and possibly some free extra items. So I just went ahead and got mine at Sephora. It was a birthday gift and I just could not wait. So my fiance actually got this for me early and I was so stoked because I already have the Naked Palette 1, but I actually love this one a lot better. Now the Naked Palette 1 came with a mini primer and a flat shadow brush. So the flat shadow brush looks like this. It's a little bit bigger. It's really flat, but it's really nice quality. Nice ferrule, if that's what you call it there. It's really titanium, kind of aluminum feel. It says Urban Decay on it, and it says shadow brush. I love it when they actually say what the brush does, because some people don't know, and it just makes it a little bit easier. So here are the differences. With the Naked Palette 2, you actually, instead of getting a mini primer, you get a mini lip gloss. Now the lip gloss is in the color Naked and it's kind of pink, so you would think that it's not like a neutral shade, but it actually is. Once applied, it's actually very sheer. It smells and tastes minty with a hint of vanilla. It's not overwhelming at all, and it actually plumps your lips. I love how they did it with this little lid here, because the lid comes off. You think it's going to be a brush, but it's not. It's actually like a little tube applicator. So really cute. I love this lip gloss. I carry it around with me all the time. Couple different things. Oh, and then here's the back side, just to kind of pan it with all the colors. There's a few differences with the different Naked palettes, and I'll just go ahead and do it like this. First difference that you notice automatically is this Naked Palette 1 is felt, and Naked Palette 2 is made out of a hard casing kind of aluminum thing. So it's a lot more travel friendly. I've actually traveled with this one and did not break, did not, you know, crack anything. It was just, it's awesome to travel with. So I keep it in my purse all the time, and then I can create any different look that I want to, basically right there. Second difference is the mirrors. Oh, and the way that it opens. Sorry, the way that it opens. So the Naked Palette 1 opens with a, what do you call that, magnetic thing. So it's magnetic when you close it. Doesn't always stay shut, so not very travel friendly. It can open and then obviously crack your eyeshadows, or, you know, break them, or you could lose something, and it's just not good. With this one, it actually has, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it actually has these two little lock, I don't know what to call these, little locker thingies. And they lock into place into these little holes right here. So it's really nice. You can just snap it shut. Some people have been complaining about theirs not necessarily snapping shut the right way, or you have to kind of pull the front side or the top part up forward and then snap it together. You might have just gotten a defective one. I would actually just go exchange it, just because mine's perfect. Mine opens great. I don't have any problems with opening and closing it, just really easy. So I love that, because I don't have to worry about it, you know, just coming open. You literally have to put a little bit of force into it, not too much, but just a little bit of force into it in order to open it and then snap it shut. So you know it's shut and you can travel with it without thinking that it's going to break for you. The third thing about difference between the two Naked palettes is the mirrors. Now the mirrors on the Naked palettes, let me just get the brushes out. Both have mirrors, both have pretty decent sized mirrors, but with the new Naked palette, you're getting a full-size mirror, and sorry about the glare. You're getting a full-size mirror. So this is the new one, and then this is the Naked palette original. With the Naked palette original, I didn't mind the mirror so much when I first got it, but now that I have this full-size mirror and it covers the whole thing, like, I really see a difference, and there's a lot better, you just get a lot better of a kind of, you know, you can see yourself better. So I love how they made it a full-size mirror instead of just a little mirror. I still love that they put Naked in gold on the inside there, which they couldn't do with a full-size mirror here, but again, travel friendly, not so much travel friendly, and can definitely open up on its own. Now again, with the difference, the fourth difference is the brushes. Some of you who got the Naked palette really early on got a mini primer and a duo eyeliner, one brown and then the other was black. I don't know the names of them. With the first Naked palette, I purchased mine a little bit later, so they gave me a mini primer and then a flat shadow brush, which I was actually stoked upon because I didn't have a good flat shadow brush. And this is a really, really nice one. It's nice and stiff. It picks up product very, very well. And then you pat it on, and then just, there's not a lot of fallout, especially with all of the shimmers and all of the everything that this palette comes with. It's just, there's so much that, you know, you think there's going to be a lot of fallout, but there's not, especially when you use this brush. Now, it is just a flat shadow brush. There is no double end. So I'm going to show you the difference between that one and Naked Palette 2 brush that it comes with. Naked Palette 2 brush comes with another flat shadow brush, or so they call it, but I would actually use this since it is a little bit smaller than the original flat shadow brush. If you can see the difference there, it's a little bit smaller, so I would actually use the new one, Naked 2 flat shadow brush, as like a crease to get the, you know, eyeshadow down on the lash line, or if you're trying to get in there and then, you know, make that V shape there. It's just nice for kind of lining or just touching up, you know, adding just a little bit of color to the bottom part of the lid. But it's just, it's nothing compared to this nicer, bigger size flat shadow brush. So I usually use this for all over the lid, and use this one for packing color into the inner crease, lining the lid, or lining the lash line, and then creating a V on the outer, I guess, eye. With the Naked Palette 2, you also get on the other end is another brush. So this side is a nice blending brush. Now, I have trillions and trillions of blending brushes, but nothing compared to this one. I don't know what kind of fiber it is. I don't know if it's real or synthetic fibers, but I do know that it is duo fibers. So it has that really soft fibers at the top, and then the bottom, this is kind of dirty so you can't tell, but the bottom is synthetic and the top is the duo fibers. So the, you know, when you get the white hairs, the really soft white hairs, you see it a lot in the Real Technique brushes, you see it a lot in the stippling brushes from MAC, and then a couple of other ones. But I really, really like this because it's long, it's dense enough to where you know, it doesn't move around, it's not flimsy, but you can still really blend out your color really easily, or, you know, create just a little bit of depth there, and then get in there, you know, get into the harder parts, or you can actually apply the shadow to your crease really well. With this brush. So you can pretty much do it all with just this brush. It's just going to be a little bit harder than using the larger flat shadow brush. So I really like the brush that comes with this. I really like the lip gloss that comes with this. Now on to the colors. So this is the new Naked Palette 2. And As far as the colors compared to, I'm sorry, my foot is falling asleep. As far as the colors compared to the original, they're a lot different. I actually was looking at them in the store and I'm like, some of those colors look really similar. But as I look at them a little bit closer and as I've been using them, they're actually pretty different. So here are all of the colors. Naked Palette 2 is this one up top, and Naked Palette Original is this one on the bottom here. You do have Baked in there. There is something near Smog. It's called Snake Bite, but it's actually not the same color. So you can tell that this one's just a little bit of a darker shades, darker neutrals. There's no black. This color Creep is not necessarily a black. It is more of like a bluish, shimmery, blackish, grayish color. So when it comes out, it's actually not black. What I love about the Naked Palette 2 is that they actually put their black out, which is one of the most blackest eyeshadows I have ever used, even more so than Carbon or any of MAC's matte black eyeshadows. So if you are looking for something that's really black and that you can really get a nice smoky eye, go for Blackout, or just go ahead and purchase this palette because trust me, it's worth it. Now I'm going to go ahead and just swatch the colors. Sorry, my feet are falling asleep. I'm like sitting cross-legged on the floor. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the colors for you, and hopefully I can get them in the right order. I'm not going to swatch the Naked Palette 1 just because it's not, you guys know the colors of that one. So we're going to start out with Foxy. Now Foxy is a matte kind of gold. It matches most skin tones if you have a light skin tone. It's a nice blending color if you wanted to blend out the crease color. And here is a swatch of it. So it's just a really nice matte color, and I'm really surprised that their matte colors are so pigmented, because most matte colors, even with sometimes with MAC eyeshadows, their matte shadows aren't as pigmented as their metallic, so they're luster. So really nicely pigmented, and it will, you can't even see the swatch on my hand really. It's just really nice, and then it just very well blends into the skin. So a nice blending color, great for the brow bone, or if you wanted to blend it into the crease here, or just take a little bit of that color away and just kind of make it look more natural. The next one that we have is Half Baked. Everybody knows Half Baked because it is one of the most most requested eyeshadows of Urban Decay. It is obviously, it's that big, bold, metallic gold. It's just gorgeous metallic gold. All of these have really creamy, buttery, smooth textures. Here is Baked. This is my absolute favorite color, that and Sin, from the Naked Palette 1, and it is just so gorgeous. If you are looking for a gold eye, use Baked. The next one is Booty Call, and Booty Call looks matte in the pan, but it is actually not a matte color. It is actually great for highlighting the brow bone, highlighting the inner corner of the crease, or even as an all-over shadow. So here is Booty Call. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got just a little bit of a shine to it. It's almost like a satin finish. So there is Booty Call. The next one that we have is Copper. Now Copper is it's getting up there to one of my favorites. It really reminds me of, God, what is that color? It reminds me of a MAC shadow, but I just can't remember the color right now. It's very similar. It's kind of like a beigey pink with a little bit of shimmer, but the shimmer's not overwhelming. Here is the swatch of Booty Call. So there we go. Here's Booty Call. So really pretty coppery color. Again, very metallic. kind of similar to Baked, but on the screen that you're seeing now, but when you actually see it in person, it's it's much lighter, and it actually goes very well with Baked. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. The next one is Tease. Now this is a great crease color. If you wanted to get a like a nice kind of natural look going, you would apply Tease to your crease first, and then apply your lid color, and then blend it out. Tease is kind of a plummy brown matte color, and that's another thing that I like about this palette is they put more of a range of colors in here. So you've got a lot of mattes, you've got a lot of shimmers, you've got a lot of metallics, and then you've got, you know, your your blackout, which is just absolutely wonderful. Who doesn't want a black with all these colors? So there is Tease, just a nice plummy brown. The next one is Snakebite. This really reminds me of Smog. Snakebite is like a metallic, darker brown, and kind of like a bronzy color. Really great for the outer crease if you're going for like a bronzy gold eye. It looks a lot lighter here, but I'll be doing swatches on my blog, so I'll put the URL to my blog on the bottom in the description if you guys want to see photo swatches of these. So that is Snakebite. Now, one of my third favorites from this palette is Suspect, just because it's such a unique color. I haven't seen this yet in MAC. It's almost like Satin Taupe, but more metallic-y, I would say. Coming out a little bit more gold than you'll actually see it on the pictures and the swatch on my blog, but it is a really gorgeous color. If you're looking for a little bit of metallic but not too much metallic, and you want to do like a natural looking eye or even like a smoky eye, this is going to be your all over lid color. So this one is Suspect. The next one is Pistol. Now this is really cool because it's a gray color, and it actually looks matte in the pan, but it is not matte at all. It is kind of like a satiny metallic fuse. It's really cool. So here is Pistol. Just kind of reminds you of like a gray metallic color. It's really pretty, especially on a black smoky eye. The next one is Verb, and this one, it kind of looks like a purpley color. Let me make sure I'm getting the right one. It kind of has a little bit of a purple in it, a little bit of silver, a little bit of gray, but it is just absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, there's such a nice range of just different formulas. So if you are not necessarily into a lot of shimmer or a lot of metallic, which I am, I love metallic, you're going to love this palette, because Naked Palette 1 was a lot of shimmers, a lot of, I mean, you only got 2 mattes in here. So this is a Naked Palette 1. You only got 2 mattes, and that was this one and that one. So not a very wide range of different, you know, formulas. Decay is the next one. This one is more of like a, I don't know, I would say a purpley plum taupe, but more metallic than you have ever seen in your whole entire life. It reminds me of MAC Pigments. Almost more metallic than baked or half baked. You see that? It's absolutely gorgeous. Now you're not seeing the actual color, you're seeing something a little bit closer to the actual color, but not necessarily true to the color, because it's just not going to capture it on the video. So make sure you go to my blog, and I'll have the swatches, the photo swatches there, so you guys can see the exact color that I'm talking about. The next one is Busted, and I really like this one for the crease, especially when used with Decay and Verve. It just makes it look, it's just such a great combination. And that's what I really love about this palette, is they really make it easy to make your own combinations and you know, get your own looks, but also be creative with it. So this would be great for a beginner because you have all of your neutral kind of lighter colors here, and then it goes a little bit darker, and then taupes, and then you can do a smoky eye over here. So really, really nice. And then the last one obviously is blackout, and I'm just going to show you real quick how black this really is. So let me get a clean finger. Oh my goodness. Okay, so blackout, literally the blackest black I have ever seen. I use it to just darken up, you know, the outer crease and give my eyes some depth. And sorry about my makeup, just kind of did it really quick in a hurry just to make this video, but super, super black. If you're looking for something that's ultimate black matte, like don't have to, you know, keep applying and applying and blending and applying and applying, this is going to be perfect for you. Just be careful because it is very, very pigmented, and you could get, you know, a little bit of fallout and have that black eye look. So as far as like my rating for the Naked Palette 2, I would give this a 10 out of 10, just because there's a lot of different formulas and a lot of different shades that you can use. And again, they put them in sort of like a I don't know, they put them in a good spot. Like they put the golds and the, you know, the lighter ones, and then the taupes, and then the smokies, all in kind of like a row, so you could kind of really easily get a nice look, even if you don't know quite, you know, how to match colors together. So yeah, I definitely like this one over, or actually preferred the Naked Palette 2 over the Naked Palette original. So thanks so much for watching. If you guys want to see photo swatches on the colors of the Naked Palette 2 versus the colors on the Naked Palette original, go to my blog. I'll leave all of the instructions in the description box below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to some of my new videos for Christmas haul. Sorry it's so late. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.